Hi everyone, welcome to the series of FortiGate Firewall. And in this video, we are going to do the configuration of lab setup on FortiGate for high availability. Okay, high availability. I will demonstrate you how you can set up your lab for the high availability. Okay, first of all, we will take a management interface. Okay, management cloud that will be used to provide the internet as well as it is going to provide the GUI access to the firewall. Okay, then we will take a switch and let's add the node and add the switch in the network. So click over Cisco IOL L2 and select the image for the switch. Here it is switch. Okay, now I will connect a router over here. That router will be helpful for pinging in between my internal network so that I can able to show you the session pickups. Okay, so router is connected, router we have taken, so let's connect them all just like this. Okay, now we have to take the two firewalls because in high availability you know that two firewalls are there. So let's click over the node and add a FortiGate firewall. So I have added a FortiGate firewall over here and add one more FortiGate firewall so that we can able to do the configuration of high availability. Okay. Now, what is next? Let's add one more switch that will be connected to the local area network. Okay. Just like this. Well, this is a switch. So let me add the symbol also to the switch. So this is one more switch and we will also name this to switch. Okay. Now, what is next? We will connect some PCs over here that is used to ping the external network. Okay, so let's connect one VPC over here and one more PC. I will connect a Windows PC over there. Okay, so this is my network. So let us connect them all. First of all, dear all, you have to remember that the port one of firewall is by default available for the GUI access. So that port one should be connected to the management interface. Okay, or management cloud. In the same way, other firewall should be connected to the management cloud with the port one. Okay, always use the port one for the management cloud that is by default enabled for the GUI access. Now let's connect the port number two to the LAN side. Okay, so in the same way, port number two of other one should be connected to the LAN side, and let's connect the PC to the switch. Okay, just like this. So this is our network now. Now, what is next? You have to connect the two interfaces in between the firewalls, just like this. Okay, port 3 and port 4. I'm connecting in between the firewalls. So these will be used as the high availability interfaces. Okay, now everything is working fine. Let's turn on all the devices. Okay, right click over here, select all, and start selected. So once these will be selected, so these are going to turn on. So Windows PC will take a little bit time to turn on. Okay. So because Microsoft Windows 7 is a little bit slow. Okay. Now it is also working. First of all, we have to do the configuration of DHCP over here. Provide the IP address to the PCs. We will provide the IP address to the PCs. Okay. And then we have to put the IP address to this firewall, that is our primary firewall. We will select this as our primary firewall. So how the IP address will be provided? So we are going to do the configuration of DHCP on port number 2. Okay, that will provide the IP address and gateway will be automatically provided. So what gateway we will choose here? The gateway we will choose here that will be 192.168.10.1. Okay, so let me click over here. This is 192.168.10.1. So that will be permanently fixed over here 192.168.10.1. Okay, so we have provided the IP. So we have marked the IP address over here. Okay, dear, the question is that there are two firewalls over here, right? If this PC want to communicate to internet, so which gateway it should choose, this gateway or this gateway, right? Well, let me tell you that we will only provide the gateway to this firewall, primary firewall, because if this will be failover, then DHCP configuration automatically copied to this firewall and this gateway will also be provided to this firewall automatically. You don't need to provide that. Automatically, the DHCP configuration will be provided to the next firewall. If this will be failover, automatically this configuration will be provided to this firewall and DHCP will also be configured over here. Even the policies will be configured automatically. So you don't need to provide separate policies because it is high availability. If once will be failed, other will automatically up and will copy all the data from this firewall as a backup. Okay. So now what we have to do, let's do the configuration of DHCP over here. Okay. So that these PC can able to get the IP addresses. Okay. Already the management interface provided got the IP address with the help of this net. Okay. So let us see which IP address is this. So this is our FortiGate Firewall 1. Okay, so let me label this name. This is FCA1 over here, 40 FGT1. Let me give the name FGT1, FortiGate Firewall number 1. And on other side, let us mark FGT2. Okay, now, so here we can able to see that I got the access. So on the CLI, so you have to provide the by default username, that is admin, and then password. Dear, first time when you open a firewall, you don't have to provide the password, you have to put enter over here. So it will ask you to force a new password. So put the password as per your ease. Okay, so I have put the password over here. Now the problem is that I cannot directly get the access of GUI. If I will ask the GUI access of the firewall, diagnose IP address list. So this command is used to get the IP address of the GUI. So here I can see that my GUI IP is what, 192.168.92.132, but I cannot able to open the GUI with the help of this. Let me show you 192.168.92.132. No, I cannot able to open this. What is the problem behind that? Because the permissions are not allowed for the port 1. So you have to provide the permission to the port 1 to access the GUI. How we can do that? Uh, Config system interface. Okay. And then edit port 1. Then set allow access for the SSH, ping, telnet, HTTP and HTTPS. After that, you can able to use the GUI. Now I can able to use the GUI access of the firewall using this IP address. Okay. Well, it will take a few seconds to turn on. Okay. using port 1. Till then, let's do the configuration on other one, FGT2. Okay, this was FGT1. So sometime if it will not open, you have to put HTTPS over here, double colon double slash, just like this. Okay. Okay, now. So let's see. We have allowed the HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, Telnet ping, all. Okay. Now let's see diagnose IP address list again. So the IP address is 192.168.92.132 again. Okay. Now you can able to see I got the GUI access of the firewall. Okay. So GUI access are available now. So we can log in over here. Admin, and the password I was provided admin. So we can able to log in now. Okay. Now, first of all, let me rename this one. The firewall username will be changed to FGT1. So let me give this name FGT1. Okay. Apply. FGT1. Do not use the spaces in the name. Okay. It will reject that. Now, I have give the name FGT1 FortiGate Firewall number 1. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the interfaces and port number 2. Okay. On port number 2, first of all, provide the IP address. Okay. IP address is what? 192.168.10.1. Okay. Slash 24. Okay. So that is manual IP address you have to provide, and you have to allow the permissions also, some permissions just like this. Okay. Now you have to click over the DHCP server to provide the IP address to the PCs connected to the port number 2. So IP address is 192.168.10.2 to 192.168.10.254. Okay. And the IP at the default gateway should be same as the IP address provided over here, over the interface. So you don't need to change anything now, and you have to click OK. Once you will click OK, the PCs will automatically get the IP address with the help of DHCP. Okay, we have configured over here. In the same way, let's take the GUI access of the Fortinet firewall number 2, and okay, so username is admin, then press enter, and admin. Okay, now let's see what IP address I have got. So diagnose IP address list on other firewall. Okay. So my IP address is 192.168.92.131. Okay. But it will not open with this IP address. GUI I cannot able to take because I didn't have allowed the permissions. Okay. So allow the permissions. How we can do that? Uh, Config system interfaces and edit port 1. Set allow access for HTTP, HTTPS, Telnet, SSH, and ping. Okay, now I have allowed everything now. So it will take a few time to update, and now I can able to use the firewall. So username is admin and password is admin. I have chosen, you can choose any random password. Okay. Now let's rename this firewall. First of all, go to the setting system, then setting, and rename the firewall. Okay. So I will give them this name FGT2. Okay. You don't need to change anything now. Now my network is ready. let's see which IP address they got. So click over here, and to provide the IP address, you have to put the command IP DSCP. So by the help of DORA process, it will got the IP address. Okay, automatically the PC will got IP address. Here we can see the IP address provided will be 192.168.10.3. This IP address chosen by the PC. In the same way, provide the IP address to the Windows PC. 123. Okay. First of all, let's go to the network and network and okay, it is automatically got the IP address. Okay, so that is why it is asking this. So you can choose any network, public network. Okay, now let's me go to the CMD and put IP config slash IP config slash all. So we can able to see that IP address is provided 192.168.10.2. So this IP address is automatically provided over here. You can also able to check that by this command IP config slash all. So here it is the IP address. Okay. So here this is how you can set up the lab for the high availability, because in our upcoming class we will do the configuration of high availability. Now what about this router? How to get the IP address to this router? Okay, let me open the telnet or SSH. So let's see, is it automatically got an IP address or not? So how you can check the IP address on a router? By show IP interface brief. So how to get the IP address to this interface FA0/0? So first of all, select the interface F0/0. Okay, IP address DSCP. So this command is used to get the IP address. So by the help of this command, it will automatically get an IP address within a few seconds. Okay. Actually, we didn't have provide the no shutdown command, so that is why it's not working. DSCP command. Okay. So let's go to the global configuration mode. Interface F0/0 no shutdown. Okay. After this, we can able to get the IP address. Okay. Interface F0/0. Okay. IP address DSCP. So you can able to see that it is has got an IP address 192.168.92.144 with the help of the DSCP server on management interface. So this is how you can set up the lab. And in our next video, we are going to do the configuration of high availability. Everything is ready now. Okay. So please subscribe me. Have a nice day.